to the gas chamber? Why don't you just say that?
He was just as right as you killing Palestinian children.
Oh my gosh! Oh, what a racist! What a sick person!
Would you do it? Would you
Would I
do
do
it,
what? Would I do what?
Why don't you just say if you was right that you would do it too?
No, I don't have to say. I'm not. First of all, I'm not a German Jew, right? So
what Hitler did. You said he
You're
was
not?
What Hitler did to you was right. Why can't
what
you hold up
Hitler
your
did
ass?
to you? What
Why
Hitler
can't you
did to
back
you?
up what you said?
I thought he was a German Jew, Eitan.
What Hitler did? I
So
said
why
Hitler.
can't you
No.
say?
I said Hitler had it right.
Do the same.
Hello?
No.
Hello?
I don't have to do it to you.
Hello?
The country that you were in.
Why don't you do it?
The country that you were in Germany.
Germany.
Germany. No. I'm not from Germany. I'm not from Germany.
I'm not from Germany.
I'm not from Germany. You're not from Germany either. You're from Poland. You're from Poland. You're not even Israeli. You're Polish.
You don't even know what I am, but it's not
You're
the point
Polish.
right now.
You're
Why
Polish.
can't you just say
You're Polish. Why can't you just admit? Why can't you just admit you're
This
just a
is the
piece of
song
shit?
that never ends. So yes, it goes on and on, my
If I was in Germany, I
friend.
would put a kid in it.
Some people started singing it, and na.
You can say when it sounds general, when you want
I'll tell you this. I tell you this though. I wish they would have caught Anne Frank's ass up in that fucking ceiling all those fucking years. They should have caught.
Oh man, that's a good one. Making fun of a child getting murdered. You're a real man, dog. What an intelligent human
They should have
being.
caught her fucking ass up in that fucking ceiling.
You're prejudiced, so can't stand up your own shit.
I bet this guy got a daughter that he'd like to have killed in a closet because he's a sick piece of shit, dirty dog, motherfucking thug. Fucking ghetto ass thug motherfucker wishing on the death of children in closets. Sick motherfucker. You a sick motherfucker, thug. I'm reporting you to the FBI, you sick motherfucker.
You want to hear something even funnier?
Nah, man, your first joke sucked.
There was a
Your
guy
first
in the
joke
70s.
sucked so much, I don't think you're gonna hit this one out the
There was
park
a guy-
neither,
there was a
dog.
guy in the 70s.
Hello?
He had a dog named Hitler. It was a German Shepherd. This was the most well-trained dog anywhere. He could leave the dog on the corner, walk a whole 2 blocks away, and whistle, and that motherfucker would run to him and find him.
If his master says to
Was
put
that
back
a
in the
joke?
gas chamber, will we do it? Maybe he'll put you in the gas chamber.
Don't quit your day job, dog thug.
They got a different gas chamber.
You're not a man if you can't back up what you said. You said that it was right to put people in the gas chamber, and you can't say.
Oh my God, Clownhouse just deleted his account real time.
All you people in the room, if you're gonna say shit, be able to back it up. That's all I'm saying. You're all cowards if you don't. You're all hypocrites if you don't. So all you people who say Hitler was right, go and start putting people in the gas chamber if you can do it. Just say it. Come on the stage and say, I will put your kid in the gas chamber. Say it. Say it. See what you all are about? That's what you're all about. At the end of the day, you have no substance because we have hate.
We don't care.
Have love for other people. Love is stronger than your hate.
Shut up, Uncle Ruckus, and let the man finish.
And this is why.
Go back to talking apes, Uncle Ruckus.
Bro, shut up.
Go back to talking apes and go talk with Day Day. I think he needs his daddy back. Day Day needs his daddy. Daddy needs Day Day. Go back to Day Day and talk to the talking apes, Uncle Ruckus. You spent so long without talking apes. You spent so much time with them talking apes, Uncle Ruckus. Such interesting conversations with the talking apes. Such great conversations, so intellectual with Day Day. Go back to your son, find your son Day Day. Go back to talking apes and find your son Day Day. Where's your son Day Day at, Uncle Ruckus?
Well, so would you put people in the gas chamber?
for capital punishment, but not for genocide.
Yeah, right. I would never put anybody in any gas chamber. I don't
Even if they were a mass murderer?
I don't believe in the death penalty.
Oh, Lord! Why not?
It's complicated, but I don't believe in it.
Complicated? What's so complicated? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That's a truth for the earth, if you know math.
When a guy's in jail, he can't do any harm to you. He's in jail.
Really? So you're going to pay taxes to keep your daughter's murderer in jail? Very good idea, Eitan. You're so liberal. I love that for you. Good luck with all that.
But the point is now, when we have these conversations, I can be called Eitan. If you are a person, you can call me Eitan. If you are prejudiced, you can call me the Jew. I mean, just think about it. What did I bring in here about Judaism that I was called the Jew? To anybody who addressed me that way. Why? That's my Jew.
You're from Chicago. You talked to a Schwartz on the street before? What do you think the difference is in this room, man? Motherfucking Schwartz is in this room too. Lots of Schwartzes.
You have read Sartre aloud, so I know you have. And what does it say? What did
Yeah,
it say?
here's Crybaby Easy.
It says you can take the Schwartz out the street and bring him on Clown House, but you can't take the Schwartz out the Schwartz.
How is
Crybaby, I don't want to be in the room with you no more. You're like a girl.
Go back to Day Day and your son with the talking apes, Uncle Ruckus.
Didn't Sartre say if the Jew did not exist, the anti-Semite would have created him?
Yeah.
Any race.
Yeah.
People need to hate. People need to hate. It gives them order. You know this.
Hate's gonna hate. Hate is gonna hate.
We're allowed to. Let's draw upon your reading, because you've done more reading than anybody here. Why is it that people hate? Psychologically.
Because they hate themselves.
Because it's a Darwinian survival instinct.
I don't know about that. I think it's more that they're generally unhappy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
You goddamn penny pincher.
Penny pincher, that's beautiful.
Heine.
Oh, that's beautiful too. Why would you say that?
Penny pinching Heine? Look at your PTR. I mean, listen to what you're saying on a Monday night. What's going on in your life, big dog?
I ain't got no life, big dog.
That's what I thought, big dog.
I never called anyone a Heine before. I just heard it from Jesse Jackson.
And we're all having fun here, right?
I'm having fun. This is part of my new film. It's called El Normo Saves Israel movie by Hashem.
What's with everybody hates El Normo? What's going on with that?
He's just the target. He's just a target. People there's only one El Normo, so he becomes a target.
Yeah, he's just an old Brooklyn Jewish guy just trying to defend his people, I guess.
Yeah, he loves it. I mean, it's like being a baseball player, being a shortstop. He's catching.
What's going on in the 45 precinct? What's going on there in Jefferson Park?
Fucking El Normo has arrived. The star of our movie, Part 2, the El Normo Saves Israel movie by Hashem.
Once again, I defy anyone in this room who says Hitler was right. Just get up on the stage and say, I am willing to put children in the gas chamber. Just say it. If you can't do that...
Can the black people in Chicago just stop breaking into all the restaurants every week? I mean, people want to eat at these places. Do you got to ruin all the restaurants every single week? It's getting out of control.
I won't do that because I won't lower to that level. I won't say such a thing. I don't think it's the blacks that the blackness makes them break into restaurants, and I don't think it's the Judaism that makes them make deals. I think we can all agree with that.
I don't know what to tell you, but every single restaurant that gets broken into in Chicago happens to be done by a black guy. I don't know why, but it just seems to be black men.
Well, let's look at them. Maybe one feature is that they're black. Another feature is that they're male. Another feature is that they're poor. Another feature is that they're American. I mean, there are many different aspects here than just black.
It's true.
Statistical what?
It's true. Some of them have dirty fingernails. Some of them are very particular about their fingernails.
Some of them may be uneducated. You got to take all these factors, and people focus on one, just one, the race.
Well,
and how is that?
Do you think if you own a restaurant and your restaurant, or your liquor store gets broken into 3 times, and so finally on the 4th time you wait patiently for days and weeks until the robbers come back, but this time you got a 357 Smith & Wesson Peacemaker. Do you think you're within your legal rights to send them to Hisham because they keep destroying your property?
That's an interesting prospect. I wish it was that easy, but suppose that's a language they understand. There's no question there. You shoot a guy that's going to steal your restaurant and he's dead, he's not going to steal from you anymore, right?
Yeah, but you don't even believe in you don't even believe in capital punishment.
Well, why would I believe in capital punishment?
Well, what is the difference between capital punishment and defending your property with a gun? I mean, you're executing capital punishment in deflecting the crime.
You're not aiming to kill the guy. First of all, the gun's a deterrent.
No, I'm saying when you it's a deterrent, but when you draw, like, you're not drawing to shoot him in the foot, like you're drawing to take his head off.
Armed, I don't think if he's not armed, I don't think you're legally allowed to fire. Well, I think you can only fire when the other side is armed, right?
Yeah.
Legally. All right.
Yeah, it's basically, laws of war. El Normo is here again. El Normo has arrived. He is in the El Normo Saves Israel movie.
I don't see him. He's not in the room.
He's in a different room I have in the Roger Mayhem movie house.
Yeah. But where they ran away, these guys, Thug and this other guy, how come they don't want to play with their food here? Just let's go ahead and discuss why we should send people to a gas chamber.
Do you think that people that come on here and do anti-Semitic hate speech, do you think they're in loving relationships with a woman? That's a good question, right?
They're not loving their woman at the moment they're on here, that's for sure.
Well, there is no way you're in a loving relationship with a woman if you're on here spouting anti-Semitic hate speech 4 years a week.
Right now, I've been speaking with you, but that's a different story.
Really? That's gross.
Why is a blowjob gross?
Well, you're on here having a conversation. I mean, if you're gonna get a blowjob, I mean, maybe you want to make it romantic. Light a candle, put some music on. Love your woman. I mean, what kind of a guy gets a blowjob while he's sitting here chit-chatting with a bunch of schwartz about fucking their stupidity?
You're romantic. Lao Tzu, Dr. Ruth, one of the same. Love it. Anyway.
You must love each other when you are giving yourselves orgasmic pleasures.
But I really realized how naive I was until I got into Clubhouse. I didn't realize so many people are so hateful.
Well, it's Clown House, and it's not really the best representation of reality.
Yeah. But then I never had that kind of hate, though. Just never general hate.
A lot of it's troll behavior, and a lot of it's just, you see the type of people that are attracted to this act, very mentally, I guess...
neurodivergent would be the word I think you're looking for, Kevin.
Neurodivergent brings, meme lore and all that. You have the autists, they look at, you have 2 ways. Either they go trans or they go fucking full Adolf Hitler, right? So there's two pathways for them.
Well, sometimes you become a trans Adolf Hitler. I mean, come on.
That's true too.
There's some really eccentric people out there.
So there's a meme I've seen a few times on X, that Pepe the Frog, and there's 2 pills in front of him, and one is he looks to the left, and it's the swastika, and then he looks to the right, it's the trans flag. Which way to go for an autist on X? It's fucking amazing.
Fuck the white RP George Floyd, suck my dick if you're a cop.
What's up with the nigger coin?
Did you see how much they paid out to George Floyd's family? It's $27 million, and then one of Derek Chauvin's other back kneeling victims just got $600,000. Do you think it's fair that taxpayers should have to dole out $30 million to a guy who was breaking the law high on fentanyl?
What's up with the nigger chain? I don't get that whole meme coin. What's up with that coin? That
Racist faggot.
Lau.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about the N-word coin now.
Yeah, it's nigger chain too. Nigger chain.
Why can't we launch a meme coin and call it?
You're a faggot. Fuck you.
Kevin, why can't we launch a meme coin and just call it N-word coin?
I mean, that's what they already did. Look up nigger chain.
I know, but why don't we launch N-word coin? Just call it N-word.
Oh, N-word. I mean, why not? Right? It's built off the back of Solana, right?
It's born and bred for the field, built off the backs of Solana.
Look, aren't you on X, right? I'm on X.
Yeah, I got 100 accounts on X. Yeah.
I mean, you haven't seen. Look it up. It's so funny. The lore. Oh my god.
What is it? NGGA?
N chain or nigga chain. That's what it is.
Hmm.
And they talk about Fentbot or Droidbot. Droidbot. It's so weird.
See, when I say N-word, I'm actually saying meaning Nostradamus. So, like Nostradamus coin. Eitan, I saw some tranny on Nextdoor advertising his campaign for Skokie. He put yeah, some guy who dresses up as a girl is advertising his political campaign on Nextdoor. So I wrote in the comments, I was like, can you post politics here? And people are like, yeah, as long as it's local. And I'm like, oh well, when I ran for office, fucking couldn't post anything. They deleted me, completely eliminated me. Calling
What's
attention.
going on with your political career?
The March 2026 primaries, I was just looking at the Chicago election.gov website and the available slots coming up in the primaries. So I'll probably run for either state representative or alderman and go up and down Irving Park and get all the signatures and I'm just gonna do a lot of financial analysis on the pension crisis, and create a lot of content on that, and then also property taxes.
More power to you. I wish you success.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think I know how it works this time, so I know how not to waste my energy. I know exactly how to spend my time. As opposed to running around. I spent so much fucking energy getting these signatures. It's crazy. And you go through a challenge no matter what. So every signature gets confirmed. And if you don't have the exact number of 1,500 plus for alderman, you can't get on the ballot. But because it's always Democrats in Chicago, if a Republican runs and the two Democrats, go to the primary, you could split the vote and eke out a Republican win, especially with Trump in office. Now's a great time to run Republican.
Well,
Chicago's fucked.
What's going on with Skokie? Is Skokie mostly, what is it now? It's changed demographically? Isn't it mostly Korean right now or Asian?
I thought it was Russian.
Super Asian. Yeah, maybe a lot of Euros too. I don't know. I just bought a yearbook from Niles West in Skokie, where I went to school. I just bought a yearbook from the 60s because I want to see what the fucking demographic breakdown is in these yearbooks. What is the demographic breakdown in the Harvard yearbooks from the 30s to the 60s to the 80s to the...
Right.
When did affirmative action start really taking place?
Yeah. Well, when I lived in Skokie, it was 60% Jewish or something like that. 40%, I don't remember.
Oh. Well, Merrick Garland, who was just head of the Department of Justice, he went to Niles West in Skokie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, that guy. I mean, he really is a bad guy. He's no good.
Right.
A lot of smart people come out of the North Shore of Chicago. A lot of famous people. Trier.
Sure. That whole region, you got
Northwestern
the
too,
North
yeah.
Shore. You know, Skokie, what else you got there? I think Hillary came out of Park Ridge. Not that she's a smart person. I just who else? Some of these famous actors came out of Evanston and
Charlton Heston.
Ron Lebs that come from that area.
The crime here in Chicago is bad. It's been bad. The crime here has been very bad for a long time now, and it's really took off when they brought in all the migrants last summer. I mean, it was so bad. Like I basically just didn't want to go to work anymore because like I have to take the train, and I'm like I don't want to sit on that fucking train next to homeless people anymore with fucking fleas jumping off of them. It's like.
Oh yeah, taking that what do they call it, the L? I forgot, man. I haven't been in Chicago for ages.
You pull up.
Huh?
You get downtown and you try to get to work, and there's 200 people screaming "Free Palestine," banging on metal drums.
Come on.
I'm serious.
When I used to live at home, I used to live in Morton Grove. I used to take this 270 bus from Golf Mill. I drop off at one of my favorite neighborhoods, Jefferson Park. And then I would take the L from there and take that all the way to, what the hell was that neighborhood? The near West Side Halstead, and go to Circle. But I used to like that neighborhood, Jefferson Park. It had some kind of character. A lot of Polish places there.
Oh, yeah.
I like Polish food.
Yeah, there's a Polish grocery store. I love going to that Polish grocery store. It's a buffet style for $6.99. You get a huge platter, fresh baked bread.
Yeah.
$6.99.
What was that restaurant that had like an apple on its sign? It was called the something apple.
Montrose Deli.
Or was it Deli?
Montrose Deli. I think you're talking about the grocery store.
No, there was this place. I think all the Polish workers used to go there. And they had a buffet. Every day was a buffet, and they had like a rotation of the special of the day too, so you didn't have to eat the same thing every day. In back, I'm talking about what? I'm talking about in the 90s. You'd go in there, and there were like, I don't know, 30 buffet items, and it only cost like $5. Really beautiful waitresses. That was my motivation.
I want to go to Poland this summer.
Then there was Poland would be cool, yeah. Then there was this burrito place that I used to go to, the taquerias. Palapita. La Palapita. I don't know if that's still around.
Man.
I'm a carnivore.
The Polish people really got fucked in World War I and World War II, you know?
Yeah.
Royally
Polish,
fucked.
My experience when I went to Circle, Chicago, what is it, 1/4 Polish? It's got the biggest Polish population in America, maybe outside of Poland.
This city ain't 1/4 Polish, that's for sure. It's like 1/20th Polish. No way.
Well, maybe there's descendants. I don't know.
If you look at the breakdown, I mean, it's black, white, and Hispanic, but like, it's just so many blacks in Chicago. The whole South Side, everything is. There's a lot of blacks. I mean, this black flight shit's bullshit. You know, every black that leaves, 3 more come in.
Every black that leaves, 3 more come in. God, they sound like.
Well, they're coming in from out of town. I mean, especially in the summertime, like you'll get on the 290 expressway, there will be somebody with a mask on and an AK-47 pointed at you, telling you to get the fuck out of your car.
Yeah.
There's so many random murders, and like, there's this Instagram or X account called like Horrible People, and you just read about all the murders. And like people shooting babies, screaming "F yo baby," like it is so crazy. Like, and it's I don't know, it's gotten worse. I think if you ask my dad, who was a cop, he'll just say it's always gotten worse.
visit. I haven't visited forever. Where do I go visit? Lao Tzu, where do I go? What's a cool place to hang out over there?
I mean, the Gold Coast Viagra Triangle is always the best spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't beat
Where are the
that.
hot women hanging out?
Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Actually, you know that bar, Bush McGuire's?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a
minute.
singles night. They promote the hell out of it. It's like the hottest
Yeah.
event in Chicago is singles night at Bush
Wait,
McGuire's.
let me remember. Butch McGuire's, was that on Rush Street or was that like in
Yeah,
what do they call
Russian
it?
Division.
Yeah. Wow, I remember back in the 80s that used to be the place.
It's still the place. The original guy from the 80s is go to their Instagram. You might recognize the owner, and he sits there and he promotes his singles night now.
Butch McGuire, then there was Mothers, then there was
Yeah.
a few places. I forgot. Faces, was it? But
Yeah.
these were all like disco places. Butch McGuire's the real place, though, right? It's like a
Irish pub, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Butch McGuire's. Jeez. So where's like the nightlife these days over there?
Yeah, Russian Division still. That's all the kids who are making big money in the city. It's all white kids, you know. It's nice.
When I was in my 20s, I remember there was this place called the apartments, Newberry Plaza. I'm sure that's still there, right?
Yeah.
Buying an apartment. No big deal.
Yeah, I know that. I think I know that Newberry Plaza building.
You could buy a condo for I think somewhere between $50,000 to $75,000. That was back in 1984 when I was in the market for that kind of thing. I wonder what it would cost today.
For what was it, a 3-bedroom?
Yeah, just throw me any kind of 3-bedroom might be okay. So
I mean, you can buy a piece of shit studio in Chicago for $70,000 in a co-op, or you can go up to $1.5 million and buy yourself a 3-bedroom, 3-bath overlooking the lake. I mean,
I forgot what a co-op entails. Well, how much do you have to put up every year? You have to put up the what do you call it?
Assessments.
Yeah. Don't you have to? I don't know. Co-ops.
My uncle owns a co-op in Rogers Park.
Yeah, how much annually do you have to put up though?
I'm not sure, but his property taxes are probably $2,500. Oh, he doesn't pay property taxes, right? If you have a co-op, I can't remember how it works.
You're paying amenities too, right?
I don't know. They have condos in Jefferson Park that are no assessments. It's self-managed.
Oh.
Like there's no assessments, which are nice. Because if you get assessments, it's like $4,000 a year. It's fucking
right.
Anyways, but assessments are crazy. If you buy a condo on by Loyola on Sheridan, that right by the lake, beautiful place to live, but your fucking assessments are like $2,000 a month because the buildings are like falling apart. The big skyscraper apartment buildings.
Right.
You're paying rent plus just to live there. The assessments are just wild. It's untenable. The property taxes in Lincoln Park, this guy was paying $3,500, and now that he's paying like $14,000. In 1 year, they went up 300%.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's a big business.
I need to get more. I can't fuck. I gotta go to Jerusalem today and take a stress test.
Sounds stressful.
It does, man. I'm not in no mood for this.
My uncle did a stress test on a treadmill. He had a heart attack while they're trying to stress test his heart. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, wow, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, they induced a heart attack. What the fuck kind of fucking medicine is that? What kind of stupid doctor is that? My dad's having surgery. I told my dad, I was like, before you let some fucking piece of shit doctor cut you open, make sure you check his voter ID card and confirm he's a fucking voting Republican.
Well, get this. I need the stress test to take I'm doing what do you call it, surgery for like kidney stones, and I'm walking around with a catheter. How the fuck am I gonna do a stress test with this bag of pee being attached to me?
I don't
Help
know.
me out here, someone.
I don't know.
I don't even know if they're gonna let me in. I didn't see that. They're like, what
Can't
the
they
fuck,
do
you know?
the can't they do the kidney stone disruption without doing surgery?
Well, do you think they'd have pills for that? What they're gonna do is like a laser thing. It's not. Is it not? They're gonna have like a lasers. You know, and they're gonna smash the stones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's gonna go out of a catheter that I've got already in me, and it's a long story. I've been playing around with this too.
It's very
But
painful.
I don't even feel the pain that much. I don't know what the deal is, but it's still more inconvenient, you know, walking around with this catheter and going to Jerusalem to get the stress test because that's the one that's available. You know,
Well, just cancel the
otherwise-
stress test. What the fuck do you need the stress test for? It's bullshit. Just go meditate.
Well, I think you're right. You're right. Everybody who hears that I have to take a stupid stress test is like, what the fuck does that have to do with your surgery? But apparently, my cardiologist won't give me what do you call it, approval to do this for the anesthesiologist to anesthetize me until he gets this stress test. It's crazy. It really has nothing to do with it. What? Yeah, Euro?
I was gonna say you could ask O3 Mini.
Just say no, Eitan. You have to take personal responsibility of your schedule, your stress. Stress tests shouldn't cause stress tests. Some doctors just do not think, because they're robots. And this is where you gotta fucking use your own brain and be like, you know what? Just remember what Rodney Dangerfield said. You know my Dr. Vinny Boombots. You know Dr. Vinny Boombots. Hey, everybody knows Dr. Vinny Boombots. Fucking some of these doctors are Dr. Vinny Boombots. They'll fuck you up. They don't give a fuck about your time. They don't give a fuck about your stress. They don't give a fuck about your insurance. They care about their schedule. Huh. They do. They really do. They're more concerned about their fucking schedule than your health. Doctors are just business people. It's wild. You don't learn these things growing up. You don't figure these things out till later. That when you're sitting in a medical office, it's no different than sitting in a financial advisor's office. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Everybody's a business person. It's it. It doesn't matter whether you're in medicine or mutual funds. It's a fucking business. Everybody's got the same fucking expiration clock. We're all dead men awaiting execution. It's coming.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. We're all dead men waiting execution. I'm going to quote that. Adrian, 2025. Well, I got a call.
Y'all asleep?
Yeah, I'm going to sleep. Good night.
Upon oneself. The master does his job and then stops. He understands that the universe is forever out of control, and that trying to dominate events goes against the current of the Tao. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, he doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself,